Partners in Ministry, a presentation of Josiah White's Quakerdale Foundation, dedicated to growing ministry support networks, introducing people to a cause that connects with their heart, bringing hope and encouragement to our communities as we seek together to serve as Christ served.
Welcome to Partners in Ministry. My name is Dan Smith, and today I'll be talking with Roxanne Petersen. Roxanne is the founder and president of Atlas of Central Iowa. In this interview, we're going to hear about some of the things that have happened at Atlas since our last interview and take a look at future happenings. Well, welcome, Roxanne. Thanks for joining me.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
For the past couple of years, Atlas has had the privilege of getting some grants from Cargill to do some food distribution in Iowa. Why don't you tell us a little bit about how that happened and what you've been doing?
Oh, sure. Just someone in the community had came to us and made us aware of these grants. And so most recently, we had applied and we were awarded and then matched for a total of $10,000. And so with that, what we had done is this year we packed over 22,000 meals and we've distributed those throughout the entire 99 counties in the state of Iowa.
Wow, that is some 22,000 meals.
We
That's
packed,
serious food.
yeah, we were able to pack those with about 54 volunteers this year and less than 2 hours.
So is that something you guys are planning to do on a yearly basis?
As long as we're able to obtain the grant, yes, we would like to continue to be a part of helping those that are fighting hunger. It is something very prevalent throughout the state, and so we definitely would like to continue to be a part of that.
So if I'm like a food bank or some sort of a service agency that deals with food insecurities, can I just contact you with some of the information you have on the screen here and see if maybe you could help provide some of those meals for what we're doing too?
Absolutely.
Okay, that is great. Well, we will keep you guys posted on the results of that and let you know when more meals are available, so you can take advantage of that. Hey, I understand you've got a new website, and what I'd like to do is just help people take a little bit of tour of that. So I'm going to do a quick share screen here, and then ask you to kind of step us through. There we go. All right. The web address is atlascentraliowa.squarespace.com. You can see it up there. You can also get it off their Facebook page. So, how did this website come about? Who did
Yeah,
it?
so it's pretty exciting. So I go into, several different churches. Um, and there was this one particular church that I had been invited back a couple of different times. And it ended up just building this wonderful connection. And I got an amazing intern this summer who was attending Northwestern College. And she did this. Her and I worked very closely together over the summer, and I just provided the information that she needed, and she put it all together and just did a beautiful job. She also took the pictures, and so she's just a very talented young lady, and it was so wonderful to work with her. But more so just her passion and understanding of Atlas and what it truly means to be involved and to become a volunteer was just so wonderful. So that's how this came to fruition. And what's super exciting about this, Dan, is that my very first mom that I served is in these all throughout the website and the pictures. And so she not only shared herself with us, she learned and she grew, but she also shared her children on here as well. And so it just goes to show the impact that we can have here at Atlas and how these women are able to open themselves up and just really live authentically and really just live without the fear of judgment and just knowing that being loved on it's okay.
Awesome. Volunteers are really the lifeblood of nonprofits, aren't they?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm sure this gal never would have dreamed that she'd be doing this even a year ago. But look at the impact that she's had by giving of her talent to help you be able to communicate to our world what Atlas is and how people can get involved. So that's awesome. Hey, so I've got on the website. Where would I go to learn more about who you are and what you do?
Sure. So you can start with the first tab. It's in about in the middle of the screen. And so There are three different pieces there. So we have who we are, which I think would be a good place to start. And as you're clicking on that, there's a really nice description of just who we are, um, and what we really stand for. And one of the things on here is definitely just living life without limitations. We tend to limit ourselves a lot in some of our toughest circumstances. And so, I would love to see people just take a good read through that. It's pretty self-explanatory. We tried to make it seem pretty simple, not too long to read. So I'd encourage folks that are interested to go and really just take a good look into who we are.
So if I want to look at some of the services that you provide, where would I go? Back to the top here?
Yep, you would go back to the top
Okay.
and you would click on that services tab. And there's three different sections there. So it's broke down into how we can help, champion mentoring, and then women supporting women. And so again, it just breaks it down into how we can help and what that really looks like. Again, we just really wanted to be able to give a brief summary of what it looks like when you come in and the ways that we can support you.
Yeah. That's awesome. And I know you've had a lot of impact on a lot of people, not only those that you're serving, but also people that are involved with your ministry. If I want to hear a little bit about or get some testimonials in terms of what that was, where would I go?
Sure. So there's another tab right next to services tab, and it is the impact. So we were blessed with some testimonials throughout the last 3 years. And so I want to take you down to Teresa. She's a former board president. And one of the things that she stated, and if you wanted to see a longer version of this, you could go to our YouTube video. But she stated, if I'm ever someone that's in needing a place of connection, she goes, I want Atlas to be here. She sees this as a service. She says, I see this service as a place that we need. And she stated in the video, a place of connection. And I think sometimes we don't realize how important connection really is, especially when you're going through some stuff and you're needing someone that's really kind of lived it. Um, Sometimes we need that kind of connection, not someone who maybe doesn't have the lived experience to guide us.
Yeah, I see you got
Um,
quite a variety here. You've got providers and you've got some volunteers, some board members. So it looks like there's some really great information here. That's awesome.
yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah.
let's say that I want to get involved. I'd like to try to help and be a part of Atlas. Where would I go for that?
Sure. So you would go over, again, just click on that Get Involved tab. And so this is broken down into four different sections. So if you wanted to get involved as a client, if you click on that, that kind of a drop down explains what that means. And as long as if you wanted to get involved as a mentor, where you're coming alongside of someone to walk alongside of them with your lived experience and your walk in faith, then you would click on there. And then you can go down to as a volunteer, which again, like you'd stated before, it's really crucial to our existence is having folks come on and volunteer so that we can make, like our food packing event fruitful, right? And so we always have things going on at Atlas, and we're always looking for creative and innovative ways. So one of the things of becoming a volunteer that's so beautiful and makes us unique to other organizations is that we want you to bring your ideas to us, and we would like to see those. If it's a good fit and it meets the mission, we want to put those out there and put those into fruition. Um, we always say that it takes a village. It really truly does, and so we encourage people to get involved, but to also bring your ideas and your talents with you, because we want to be able to shine those, but also be able to use that in an impactful way.
Then I see the last one here is the partners. What does it mean to partner with Atlas?
Sure. So what that means is that you would become a financial partner uh, for the ministry, and so with a partnership, you're representing the organization as a whole.
Great. So I can get services from you as a client. I can give some of my experiences to clients as an individual, as a mentor. Anytime there's a lot of things that are going on, and I would just like to volunteer my time and my hands, I can be a volunteer. Or if I've got a service agency or an organization that might be a good fit with Atlas, we can talk about doing a partnership.
Absolutely. We partner with several organizations all throughout Iowa. And that is very important because we do advocate for the folks that come through our door. And one of that piece of advocacy is that we are connecting them with resources. So no matter how big or small, the need is, we make sure that we do connect them with resources. We don't let people leave our office without being connected. That's just super crucial in today's world, and we got to stay connected, really honestly throughout the state. And so I always say that Atlas is truly resource rich. In fact, we have a lot of organizations, schools that reach out to me quite frequently because they seem to think, oh, Roxanne will know. If I can't figure it out, Roxanne will figure it out. And so it's just something I'm really proud of. Doing this for the 20 plus years that I've been doing it. You learn what's out there and you continuously stay involved so that you can continue to learn because it is ever changing. We're continuing to grow as a state. And so there are just so many things that are evolving. And those are the organizations that we want to become partners with as well so we can better serve our clients.
Yeah. Well, this is a great site. I can see why you're so excited about it. If you guys want to visit the site, don't forget about the show notes. It's got the link live, so you can just click on it and go, or you can see that it's listed right here on your screen. So thank you, Roxanne. I really appreciate it. I know there's been a few leadership changes that have happened at Atlas. Why don't you tell us a little bit about those?
Yes, yes. So I have stepped down as the executive director. And so with that, I have been put into the president's role on the board. And so there's a tab on the website that you can go and you can click on, and you can currently see who is on the board of directors. We are looking for others to join us on the board. And so with that, you would just send an email if you're interested. But yeah, so I have stepped down, and so I'm not really necessarily stepped down, kind of more stepped up, I suppose, just in a different position. Um, Nothing really has changed due to leadership. I still am doing the mentor piece. I'm still leading just as I had done before. So essentially, the titles changed, but otherwise, everything else has just pretty much remained the same.
So are you currently doing an active search for a new executive director?
We are moving in the direction of seeking some funding in order to fund the positions. But yes, moving forward, our strategic plan, our broad vision is that we would like to not only hire an executive director, but we would also like to hire two full-time staff mentors.
Sure. And so you've got some active fundraising that's going on to help to cover the costs of those things then, right?
We are working towards that. We have a goal that we are going to be applying for some grants, but some of the campaigns that we have going on right now would be our sweatshirt. So each year, if people have followed us over the last 3 years, they could see that we usually have a different campaign every year. And so this year, it's the Courage to Care. And so we're asking people, do you have the courage to care and walk alongside of not only Atlas as an organization as a whole, but also just walking alongside these individuals that are in need. So with that, we have designed another hoodie, t-shirt. So it's on our Facebook page. They can go click on the link, and those proceeds are going to come back to Atlas with each purchase. Also, we usually have an end of the year banquet. And so that's another opportunity for our previous donors and partners to come and just see the progress and the successes over the last year that we've made. And that's usually probably one of our largest fundraisers so far that we have each year. And then honestly, again, just the general donations that come in. Those are typically the ways that we are funded. We are solely funded, I mean, honestly, through donations. Um, and the idea behind that is we really want people to come in to Atlas as partners with the mindset of ownership. This this is yours, right? This is the community that you live in. And you don't necessarily have to be living in Hardin County to support this mission. One of the very big, large, overarching goals is that we really are looking to expand services in other areas. And so these donations and these partnerships are crucial to the growth of Atlas.
Sure. Yeah. So to recap, there are basically four different ways that you're raising the funds. One is individual donations. The second one is through events, like this banquet that you have. You've got promotional products that people can buy, and then proceeds go to the organization, and then you can wear those things and promote visually about Atlas to the community. And then finally, you're also applying for grants. As a matter of fact, I think one of the grant areas that you're looking at is the ones through the foundation. So that'll be exciting if we could possibly help fund you guys in 2024. So, hey,
Yes.
thanks so much. I really appreciate your time, Roxanne. And it's neat to hear all the different things that are going. Again, I would just really encourage people to keep Atlas in your prayers. If you know of anybody that might be a good or possible fit as far as the executive director is concerned, boy, here's the information. Give them a call or shoot them an email. It'd be exciting to see where things are going to be in the next 6 months. So thanks, Roxanne. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much for this opportunity.
You bet. Hey, if you got any questions or if you'd like to learn more about Atlas of Central Iowa, you can see their contact information right here on the screen. You can also find it in the show notes of this episode on our website or in the description of this YouTube video. We will put the links for the sweatshirts and watch for the banquet and all these other things, as well as how to donate in all of these. So you can just go right straight and make a click, and you can support Atlas. So again, on behalf of Atlas of Central Iowa, Roxanne Petersen and Partners in Ministry, I want to thank you for joining me today. And until next time, let's get out there and serve as Christ serves.
This has been a presentation of Partners in Ministry, a podcast of Josiah White's Quakerdale Foundation. To learn more and see the show notes for this and other episodes, visit our website. To stay informed of up and coming broadcasts, subscribe to our e-newsletter. To invest in our mission, donate today.